Alright, good morning guys. Well, yesterday I traded a guy some banana plants. I traded a guy some banana plants for some dragon fruit plants, and man, we went over there. He had a graveyard full of stuff that was just sitting back there. He wasn't even using it. So he really gave me quite a bit. So today, you know, I've been thinking where I'm going to put all this. You know, you go on YouTube and everybody's growing them in pots, and I get it, and I'm probably even going to do that. But I got so much of it that I think I'm going to go ahead, for the sake of buying a pot, and just planting it straight in the ground, because I'm not seeing too many people do that. I'm sure that's what they do in Asia, over there, wherever this stuff grows. So I'm going to make one of the stands, and I'm going to take you along with me, show you how I do it. But I'm planting this in the ground, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. I got up, fed the animals already, and took a rod to Home Depot and got a couple of pieces of wood, so that I can, you know, go ahead and get this thing made. So now where I'm going to put it at, here's my asparagus garden. I'm going to put it on that end, and I'm doing that because it gets plenty sun, but then yet at around 2 o'clock in the evening, it starts getting shade, and I think it's going to help it. I'm gonna use that. This is going to be an experiment, something to learn from. What I noticed on some channels, when they had it straight in the sun all the time with no shade, the cactus was blistering, and so it was getting too much sun. So even though it's a cactus, I think it still likes mostly sun, but not all day long. It's got to have a break. If it starts to grow really well and it works fine, I know that in my front food forest it'll do great there, because it gets a lot of sun and a lot of shade at the same time. There's a lot of things shading stuff, and also the sun coming through. So so this is going to be an experiment first. I'm trying this first, and look, the stuff grows semi-fast, because I bought these just, I ain't even had them in here a month yet. This wasn't on here at all. And look at it. That wasn't on there at all. Now this one, nothing's happening, except I just noticed this morning, or yesterday, a little growth right there. So that's starting to take off from right there. So these are the 3 that I just purchased off of Amazon. It's a purple passion. Some of the stuff that he gave me is Purple Passion and American Beauty, which I think are the most popular ones right now. But man, they got probably, like, I don't know, man, 30 to 40, 50 different varieties of the stuff, and I think people are grafting them and cross-pollinating in such a ways where they're coming up with different varieties of the dragon fruit. And so anyway, this is a new adventure for me. I want to get into exotics. This would be, I would consider, an exotic right now. It's probably going to really turn popular before long, because it's kind of like a plague. It's sweeping across America right now. So if you've never heard of it, and you've probably seen it in a store, and from what I understand in here, I've never tried it, okay, but most people that have don't really care for it, because it's just not really flavorable. It's real bland in its taste, you know. But that's supposedly because they have to cut the fruit off of the cactus early to be able to ship it thousands of miles to the United States or wherever it's coming from. Okay, so people that are growing it, when they leave it on the cactus until it's ripe, it's like very sweet, and they coming up with more and more varieties that are getting sweeter and sweeter in the taste, and it's really supposed to be like really good. So anyway, so I'm giving it a shot. I got more dragon fruit You know, just a week ago, you know, all I had was these 3, and then a month ago I had none, and today, here it is a month later, 3 weeks, a month later, I have more than I need. So I'm going to plant what I can where I can. I don't have. I'm really tight for space, you guys. Anybody that's been following me, you know, I live in the city size yard, and I'm crammed full here with all my stuff, and it's hard for me to squeeze things in. I found this spot back here. I kind of wish I wouldn't have planted my cherry tree here, because I would put one right here. But the cherry tree, I don't know what else to do with it. I want the cherry tree, and I really would like to take it with me if I move, but putting it in a container, I don't know about that either. So I might wind up buying me a really nice size container, and I might transplant that cherry tree in it, and I might put me another trellis right here for dragon fruit, because the dragon fruit, I don't need to worry about digging that up and taking that with me when I move, because it grows. You can cut a piece off, stick it in the mud, and it grows. So it grows pretty simple. So okay, guys, I'm gonna get to working on building. All right, guys. So what I did, I dug a hole here, and I hit a piece of granite, because I had put some granite at the bottom of this thing. And apparently there's a portion there, but that's fine. And then I got to fill this in. I got some bunch of compost mud. I'm going to fill this in. So what I want to do at this point, though, is cut the length of my upright. So I think I'm going to want to go from the top of here 4 feet. All right, so I need to see this right here. Looks like 14 inches. All right, so I got to go 4 feet plus 14 inches. Okay, so what I'm using is a landscape timber, because they're kind of cheap compared to buying a 4x4. 4x4 is going to run you about 15, 16 bucks. These are $4. Yeah, so these are $4. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start filling this in. I got some sand that I had from when I potted those before. I'm going to put sand in here just to kind of, I don't know, I just feel like, hey, it's a cactus, and we just put this in here. Actually, the sand will help for drainage. Okay, I got this filled in, and this is not the greatest as far as sturdiness. I would recommend, if you're going to put it in the ground, go deeper than 14 inches. That's what I have because I didn't want to dig it up and start pulling up big chunks of granite that I had down there. So I think I'll be okay. And if I have to, I'll run me a board across, anchor it to the sides, and anchor it in, you know, like something like that, you know. Cut the board to fit in the bed there, and screw it into that, and it would hold it. All right, so let me get to cutting the top section, you guys. Now this part is going to be 18 inches. I'm gonna cut 4 pieces, 18. All right, guys, there it is. All right, now it is a little shaky, so I think I am going to go ahead and make a support for it. All right, guys. All right, so I'm going to put these 2 in, and these are potted already, so they growing. Now these 2, we pulled out his graveyard. I mean, they were growing. I mean, they're not no signs of dead, but they got roots on them. So I'm gonna plant those two too. So I got 4 of them. I'll put one on each side of the landscape timber. So the roots look pretty good on it. There's a worm in here. I don't know if you can see him. He's right here. Looks good. This looks good. pretty deep here. And some of that sand. What's out of here? Now I'm going to kind of break up some of the mud on here. Kind of break some of that, break it loose a little bit so the roots know they can go in another direction. Okay, that looks good. Looks real good here. Now, this is something growing here. So, okay. There we go. There we have it. And then that'll make it easy to plant these. Little visit up here checking it out. Can with this so the roots can get down there. Okay, we want to set this like that. This side, that 2x4 I put in support. Let's see how much root they got. Put it in just right like that. You don't plant them deep. The roots go deep, but the actual plant is just a couple of inches. Okay. All right, well there you have it, guys. My first time tying one up. I got to get something better to tie with, I know that. I am going to get some garden plant tape. I think that'd be easier to tie up. But there you go. There you have it. There's the whole trellis. And as it grows up, I'll be tying it up, and you let it go through the top of that, and then it comes over the top. Where we at? It comes over the top and starts hanging down and starts producing the fruit. But here's a shot from over here across the yard. There it is. All right, you guys. So if I don't see you later on, I'll see you on the next video. Okay, you guys be blessed. Sorry.